Good morning. So as Mike was saying, our Family Service Sunday is a time for us to bring what we do downstairs upstairs. That's for a couple reasons. One is that we believe that we learn together and not just separately and in different ways, but we learn and grow together. We have our children for a reason, be a part of our community for as much as possible. And we can learn from the questions they ask and the way they interact with the Bible and the way they learn these stories, maybe for the first time or for the second time, whereas maybe these stories we've heard more than that. But this is an opportunity for us to learn all together. And these stories come from our Godly Play curriculum, and we are currently in our parables. I forgot to bring up my chime, which I don't think I've done in a couple weeks. But usually we start with just a deep breath in and out, and we get ready for what God has to say to us. So this box is gold because parables can be more valuable than gold. Parables can be hard to understand, like sometimes opening up boxes are hard to open. But one day, they might just open for us, and we might be able to understand it in new ways. I wonder what this is. It's brown, and it's long, and I wonder what role it has in our story today. There once was a man who did such amazing things and such wonderful things. See if we can get it's good. That people followed him. His name was Jesus, and people followed him as he talked about a kingdom. And this kingdom sounded so different than what they were used to hearing or living in that they had to ask him, "What is this kingdom you're always talking about? What is this kingdom of heaven?" And one day he told this story. He said, "The kingdom of heaven is like a sower, a person planting seeds. He scoops and he tosses the seed. And he tosses the seed on a path. And on the path, birds came and ate the seeds. Then the sower tossed the seeds onto rocky ground. And the seeds tried to grow and tried to stretch out their little roots, but they couldn't. And eventually the sun scorched them and they died. The sower then tossed the seeds in thorns. And the seeds tried again to grow and stretch out their roots, but they couldn't. And the thorns, there we go. The thorns swallowed them up and ate them. And then the sower tossed his seeds in good dirt, good soil. And the seeds grew and grew and grew and became many bushels of food, 30, 60, 100 times. He reaped the food that was given from those seeds. Parables are fun because normally we do a little bit of a longer story, and then we spend a little bit of time asking wondering questions. But because parables often don't tell us things straight away, we spend more time asking questions. And this is an opportunity for you all to answer, for our kids to answer. Our first question is one of our favorite questions to ask downstairs, is I wonder if the sower had a name. And our kids get pretty creative with the names that they come up with. Do you think the sower had a name? I wonder who the person could really be. Some weeks we talk more, some weeks we talk less. I wonder if the person was happy when the birds came and ate the seeds. Move this around so it's all on the screen. Do you think the person was happy when when the seeds were eaten by the birds? Probably tried to stop them. I wonder if the birds were happy when they saw the sower throwing seeds. Not happy to see the sower, but happy to see the seeds. I wonder if the birds have names. I wonder what the person was doing when the little seeds could not get their roots among the stones or the thorns. And I wonder what the person was doing as the seeds were growing in the good dirt. That's one we might have an answer to. I wonder what the harvest could really be in this story. I wonder what the sower used for seeds. And I wonder what the sower sold and what he kept for his food. I wonder if the sower was surprised at his harvest. And I wonder what surprised the sower the most. These are our stories. Sometimes our wondering questions don't have answers. That's one of the things I appreciate about this curriculum that we use, is that sometimes in life we come to a place and we don't have an answer for it. And it's hard and it's frustrating, but years later we might come back to these stories and we might have new answers or a different way to look at the story. So part of what we practice together as Christians is showing up to places in faith, maybe not with all the answers, but with questions, and that is good and faithful to do. At this time, we get to respond. So adults and kids alike get to come up and pick how you would like to respond to the story. So if there's something from the story, if there's one of those wondering questions that's sticking in your head, or a piece of the story that you want to keep for the rest of the week, you're welcome to respond with art. This is another way we connect what we do up here in our brain to our body and how we learn. And so I'm going to invite you all up and come and choose how you would like to respond today.